Proposed changes to the laws that FIFA are exploring at the moment. An under-19 tournament is going on in the Netherlands, and these are the changes. 2 30-minute halves, the game clock stops when the ball goes out of play. Unlimited substitutions. Throw-ins played with feet, 5-minute suspensions for yellow cards, and free kicks, corners can be dribbled immediately. Frank, I want to start with you. Which one of these do you like the most?
I will go for sure the throw-in because I saw the tournoi of Toulon for the under-21 national team, and it's been held since 1967. Cristiano Ronaldo, David Ginola, Marquinhos, Leonardo played in it, and they all played with the throw-in, with the kick instead of the throw-in, and it was done and accepted by everybody. And I think it brings something, I would say normal and obvious for me, because football is played with the feet. So I don't know why we keep on playing with the throw-ins. After that, I'm against the substitution.
Okay, all right. Well, let's start off with the throw-ins. Let's go with the throw-ins first, shall we? Steve, okay. You were pulling a face when Frank said that it was a good idea. Why?
Well, I don't understand his rationale. Well, you play football with your feet, so why do we have a throw-in anyway? Well, I'll tell you what, you play rugby throwing the ball at each other, so why are you allowed to kick it? Listen, these are rules that have been how old? 160, 170 years?
Long time, Stevie. You were there.
And guess what? They've held up this long. And do you know why? Do you know why they've held up this long? Because they're great. And do you know why there are trillions of people around the world that watch this game? Because of the rules as they are right now. Yes, you can fiddle with them and move things on, the likes of VAR. But when you start tampering with the actual basics of what built the actual game itself, really? You want to do that? That's nonsense.
Frank?
Now, Stevie, just one thing. When they decided to give the ball to the goalkeeper and he wasn't allowed anymore to get with his hands, did you say that was stupid to do so? I think it just brings something good. It's going to make the game faster, and you can find another distance playing with your foot. And again, we are football players. Can you accept that maybe one day one rule was a mistake, and we have to go back to what we know the best, playing with our feet?
I was sceptical when that rule came in.
The pass-back rule?
Yes, but there's no question it made the game better, and that's fine. But when you look at these changes, not one of them makes the game better. What makes the game better? Any of them.
But does Frank not have a point in the fact that surely you want to be rewarding the best footballers on a team, and a throw-in eliminates that skill completely?
So, wait a minute, let's eliminate something that the best players don't benefit from. That's what you've just said in a different way.
Right.
So because it's not good for the best players, let's get rid of it.
I don't think that's quite what
Let's implement all these rules and we'll turn it into a five-a-side team, and then we can have 5 Messis or 5 people close to Messi and a goalie, and then forget the rest. Forget defending, forget your offside. Well, you're tampering with the basics of the game. What made the game great?
Why is a throw-in all of a sudden taking away defending, taking away other skills?
No, I'm just telling. Well, I'll tell you what. You know who's not going to be happy? My throw-in coach, my old mate, the throw-in coach.
This is where we've gone down.
Yeah,
you'll make the throw-in.
At least I'm going to have one person that'll back me up.
Luis, what do you think? Get rid of throw-ins, just kick the ball in?
I think that we're trying to move forward, trying to make the game faster, because the new generation, they've been this top for quite a while, because the new generation, they want to see more action, more speed. But I think removing the throw-in at certain points is not going to be good either, because you have to stop where you have to start. If the ball is moving, we've seen it with the free kicks, when you try to start with the free kick quick, and the ball has to be totally stopped. So if we start doing that with the throw-ins, you're trying to speed up the game. You put the ball, it's not going to be the same. You're going to be the referee whistling, no, you have to go back, you have to start from here, you have to stop the ball. So we are trying to increase the pace, but also we're going to slow down the game and stopping the game once again. So not a big fan of this rule. Moving on to the next one, we'll see. But this one, I'm not a big fan.
Right, Frank, last word on your throw-ins.
The only thing, Yes. The only problem for me that you can find is where do you put the opponent when you're going to kick the ball, because he has to go far away in order for you to kick it. That's going to be the main problem. But if Stevie is really uptight on that matter, I'm very excited to talk about the other rules.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. No, here's the thing, Frank. Here's what I'm going to do. If I'm a coach, what I'm going to do, every time we get a throw-in, I'm going to pile everybody into the box and I'm going to get the guy who can kick it 70 yards. How do you want that?
Well, what's the difference between that and Rory Delap?
Everybody can kick the ball 70 yards. Not everybody can take a long throw-in.
Okay, let's move on for the throw-ins. Luis, which of these suggestions do you like, if any?
Yeah, exactly. That's if any. I'm not a big fan of most of them. I read that it was one that maybe you could stop the game, the time when the ball goes out. But that's meaning that the meaning is that you're gonna play 30 minutes. So I'm not a big fan either. So to be honest, I like to change the game, but I'm a big passionate of what we got. That's why 3.5 billion people watch this game, and that's why it's been so famous in the past years, and growing up in these coming years, more people is watching. So I understand that we need to move forward. That's why VAR is being implemented. That's why we are changing some of the rules. But the massive rule like this one's like shorting the game to 30 minutes, there's no way that I can see, because then we're going to start to the different problematic. What those 30 minutes are going to be, what that means for the TV rights, because that means that 30 minutes of the game are not going to be watched for the people in their houses. So that's the rights are going to be touched. So it's going to be less money for the clubs for the game. So when you touch these kind of massive rules, there is a lot to be touched. And to be honest, I'm very happy the way the football looks at the moment.
30 minutes makes sense, doesn't it, Stevie? At least then you know you're getting that allotted time of football. At the moment, it's a lottery.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
No, it's not.
Time wasting, rolling around.
You're still getting 30 minutes now each half with the time waste and the ball going out of play.
But it differs.
Hold on, I don't know. Let me just finish.
Go on.
I don't know the exact, right? I don't know the exact, but they reckon that on average, with the stoppages, the goal kicks, you name it, that we get about between 60 and 70 minutes a game, right? So let's say we get 65 for argument's sake. So we're going to completely change the whole way of thinking for 5 minutes.
But I suppose it's consistency, isn't it? Like if you compare Austria against Italy, Belgium against Italy, the ball was in play 6 minutes more in the Austria game than the Belgian game within that 90 minutes, because Italy were just doing everything they could to waste time at the end of that match against Belgium. This then eliminates it, doesn't it? That gives you consistently 30 minutes every game.
See, we're trying to sanitise everything.
Right.
The skullduggery is partly what we love about the game.
Nobody loves
absolute garbage.
Nobody loves Simeone.
Absolute garbage.
Nobody wants that.
Every single person that supports a team that's 1-0 up with 10 minutes to go absolutely loves it. Falling over, wasting time, the goalie going from one side. It's called abusing your brains.
You should be awarded for that, should you?
Yeah, but you try to sanitise the game. All of a sudden, let's turn that into a five-a-side. Right. And then we'll get rid of all the other stuff.
Frank, what do you think about this 30 minutes?
I will go with Stevie in the fact that it's true that if you want to sanitize the game, that will be the great solution, because it's true that you're going to avoid cheaters, people pretending to be injured, for example, whatever it is. I go back to the basics of football, and Stevie will be pleased. He's played on the field with 2 goals, 1 ball, and for 90 minutes. That's what it is, and that's what it was at the beginning of it. And the 90 minutes are perfectly made. I don't know who created and who is that person who created football, but I want to thank you, because when I was playing, you realize after 80 minutes, I'm sure, you're the best, of course. But after 80 minutes, that you start getting very, very much tired. So the tiredness is part of the game. So I don't know if you stop the clock, because for me, if you stop the clock, you have to go for the 30 minutes, because otherwise the game's going to last like 2 or 3 hours, and we go back to the TV rights and problems, that maybe they find in basketball, what Luis was talking about before. But I really think that we shouldn't forget the history of football and the basics of football. In the big picture, I'm not talking about the throw-ins, but I'm talking about the 90 minutes, of course. And those 90 minutes are very important for our game.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.